have it. What up, dog? Make sure I get everything set up right. Bring this down a tad bit. I don't want to let the shirt show, but it is what it is. Make sure I get all set up. Yeah. You come on in if you're coming. Or you can watch this on the replay. That's cool too. Because once it's up, it's up. Once I publish it to the page, you can watch this at any time. So it don't matter if it's live or not. We got a couple things to unpack. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make sure I pull up this picture so I can be looking at it when I talk about it. ASAP Rocky, Rihanna. It's a lot to unpack. We're gonna see. Got a call in number, you can call in if you wanna check in. Numbers 1-248-242-2947. Once again, that's 248-242-2947. I should have put it in the description box. We ain't gonna worry about that though. I'm gonna repeat it a couple of times. Of course, we're gonna have a little bit of poetry, of course. I mean, what's me going live without doing a poem or two? I gotta give y'all some poetry in the mix of this. Some spoken words, some rap talk. I'm looking for something. So, bear with me. But we all know time is valuable, so we're gonna get into it. I thank you for tuning in. I thank you for being here. In fact, toast with me. Always remember that, never be afraid to dream. Pull this picture up. I was so focused on being on time. Had to do a couple things to get prepared. But we rocking. We rocking. We finna talk that talk. We gonna see what's what. Pull this picture up. So we can get to the core of this. Tell a friend to watch right now. And on that note, let me give y'all this piece real quick. Listen to me. You know you ain't gonna have that body forever, right? And when it's gone, what you gonna fall on? We can't say confidence because as much as you post pics, we can tell that temporary fix don't last long. Check to the internet. Stuck in time, living off an image. Got more gut than butt, and guess what, baby girl? Them glory days you had is finished. But you still can be beautiful. You see, a closed mind and an open heart can raise a village. Treating you like a queen is how I want to approach you, but you coming across hotter than a skillet. Fish grease. Treated like an object, but trying to pretend that you not. We see your expensive but on sale outfit. Open your mouth, let's see what else you got. See, I'm a hood intellect, and I know potential when I see it. Come back to reality, because you living in a world where the internet is undefeated. So keep your clothes on. Get your goals on. Keep your soul strong. So you can teach our young black queens how to hold on. You more than the physical. You more than the physical. That's that poem of peace. Snap, 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 snaps. Let's get into the talk though. That's what we're here for. That's a little bit of the poetry. Let's get into the conversation for today. And the conversation is this. That's why I posed the question. Because I really just want to know up top. I mean, I ain't really coming to this whole, I kind of did. I kind of came into this video with having an opinion on my own about Rihanna and A$AP Rocky on the Vogue cover. It is a couple of things in detail that I looked at, that I thought about. So I will admit, it is a couple of things on here that is kind of what the fuckish. Let's just dissect it all. If you sync the pictures, you synced it. If you haven't, go research it and check it out. I'm about to have a little fun with it, just try to unpack it as best as I can, whether to call in or not. But again, I'd love to have feedback, or even if you can't make it while it's live, you can put it in the comments, which is cool also too. So let's just look at this. First of all, we're going to just check the temperature of just the climate of the world that we living in. We're going to talk about that first. Because it ain't no secret that, we living in a time. I'm going to say a world. I'm going to say a time. We living in a moment where feminine ways, feminine energy, and all types of ways is at like an all-time high. Keep coming from men and women. Like in so many different ways. It's like I say, so much to unpack here. So let's just bear with me as I get this out. Off top, we all know that Rihanna is very popular. She's a successful artist. She's somewhat considered a leader in a movement to where it's girl and women power, which is cool. All these things is cool, and it's successful, and it's not to be taken lightly or grabbed from as if it's a bad thing. But let's just look at this photo. It gives off okay, no, let's go back first. We're going to go back. Let's go back a little bit. Although times can change, but a man being a leader, which they are in a relationship. They're not married as of yet, whether it happened or not. But they are in a situation to where in most relationships, we are accustomed to a man leading, a man providing. These are even the things that some women, they complain about that some men don't even do. Let's just be real. These are some things women complain about that men are not doing today. But through modern times, you have the man being a provider, the leader. The man is the one that leaves, go out to make the bread and bring the bread home. And of course, you procreate with your spouse, which the woman, who may take care of the home or do mother duties, be a nurturer. I mean, now these are all so-called cliche things that I'm saying that could be taken either way, to where somebody might feel like, okay, those days and times are gone. But this cover here, the influence, I mean the impact. I mean, you have to really understand that when the picture is snapped, or I mean, even if they were just walking down the beach or whatever, and they just, took 1,000 pictures, they still chose this one. They said, stop it right there. Somebody made that conscious decision to say, this is the one we're gonna go with. And just think about it. Like I say, just look at it. And you can dissect it as many ways you want. That's why I say feel free to call in, because I would love to hear other opinions, because I don't want to just be in my own thoughts. But then, she's holding this man's hand as if she's leading. He's the one holding the baby. He's the one kissing the baby. And she's walking off, leading with the confidence of a whole. This is what I see. Now, you might look at this and see something totally different. It might be like, okay, Raptalk, he on some other shit. And I have no problem with that. That's what art is. Anybody can see it the way they want to see it. That's what paints and all that stuff is. But this woman, she's walking with a confidence. I mean, the whole posture of her confidence as she's just walking away, holding this man's hand. The first thing I see is that the roles should just be reversed. That's just what I see. I mean, that's just on the canvas. That's just the simple part of it. He's behind. Not saying that there's nothing wrong with a man holding his baby. There's nothing wrong with that. But by this photo, all I'm seeing, I see he's the nurturer. He's the stay-at-home mom. She's the provider. She's the one leading the relationship. She's like, okay, this is going wherever I'm taking this. That's what I see. Now, I could be wrong, but this is what I see. And like I say, there's nothing wrong with being successful. She is the breadwinner of that relationship. That's nothing to avoid or try to hide. And as a man, he's going to have to deal with that. And sooner or later, I think he's going to get tired of that also, too. It's only so long a man, not saying that you can't be with somebody that make more than you, but it's going to come a time to where, as a man, you're going to be thinking like, okay, I need more. I need to be the one looked up to in a relationship. That's what a man is. So when I see this picture and I see he's the one kissing, like I say, this is just where they stopped the picture at. Like I said, they could have took 1,000 pictures and it could have been, the roles probably was reversed somewhere else down the street when they was having a photo shoot. But this is the one they chose. This is the one they agreed upon, whether they agree with it or not. This is the one Vogue went with. This is the one the publicists went with. So it's out there now. It's art. So however people observe and see it, that's what they see. And like I say, we live in times to where it's like let's just say it's just bitch qualities going on. It's bitch images of men just out here. It's already a lot of men just doing bitch shit already. And it's just the energy of just things like this that just make you just look like man, where's y'all going with this? Like what is we doing here? And I know some people might think like, okay, well, I mean, this is what the broke gonna think, of course. They be like, oh shit, that's Rihanna shit. I sit back, follow lead and whatever. She got that money. She it is, blah, blah, blah. Life is more than about money. I mean, he got some money too. I mean, if she get up and leave, he still gonna have to provide and keep on with his lifestyle also. I understand some people look to power. They look to the energy of influence through celebrities and all these different facets. But that's not, I mean, at the end of the day, ain't you a man? What you want to stand for? And not even saying that this should turn into like a man versus woman type of thing. I really don't want it to be that. I just think that the visual of this picture is just is giving off an energy. We already just subject to seeing so many different things through movies and television and TV already. The same sex, the men dressing like women, all these different things. And I understand this is the world and times that we living in. I understand, I get that. But I just feel that there's so many different images and ways that this photo shoot could have just went with this cover. We know what Rihanna stands for. And I think in the future, there's probably going to be some ASAP probably regret. How's you going to answer that? How's you going to answer? Okay, I was the one holding the baby in that picture. I was the one standing behind her. She was the one pulling me. She's giving off the whole image of leading. Is there something wrong with that? You can call in and let me know. Call in, cuss me out, I don't care. I got a number you can call in at 1-248-242-2942. If you want to get on air and talk and speak your piece, that could be cool too. But like I say, the whole energy of this, the whole just demasculation of just the brother, shit, the black man. I mean, that's what it is. We can't run from that. We can't just act like, okay, well, you don't see this shit just in plain sight. I mean, you looking at it. You know that she supposed to be the one holding the baby like that, kissing. I mean, just think about all the different portraits in your house from just years upon years of just culture. It was the woman just being the nurturer. And I'm not saying that a man can't kiss his baby or be affectionate and show love. I'm not saying that. But you know the image that's just giving off. They're just putting them down here lower and lower. He's going to have to fight this. And when I say fight this, I don't mean to say like, oh, that wasn't me or nothing. But I'm talking about just the energy that it give off. Or when you get asked about it. I'm just curious what's going to be the answers. Or am I just over the place just thinking too deep about this shit? I mean, which one is it? But do you see it? I mean, what do you see when you look at a picture like this? And there's nothing wrong with a woman being a breadwinner in a relationship. There's nothing wrong with that. If they was married, would this be different? Maybe. Just a tad bit different. And I ain't gonna even go too deep into details about that, but just a tad bit different. It may just be a little bit different. She probably gonna do the Oprah to this nigga. That's what I think. It's gonna be about financial. They might be together, but it ain't gonna be that. She's gonna want to be free. And I can't speak on behalf of this whole woman just life and just style. I'm just being observant as a man. When a woman want to be out here carefree, that's what she want. And when she want to be complete, that's what she want also. It's a lot of women out here who just want to complete their puzzle and just have a kid. That's that. That's forever. It makes them complete. That's how some just feel. That's what they want. She got that. And allegedly probably about to have another. Not saying that it's not love there, but she's married to her career. And he is too. This just don't seem equally yoked to me right now. And not saying that I got the final call. Again, just being observant. This just don't seem and feel equally yoked. And especially, I mean, as a man, how can you even disagree to this? Go back and look at that picture. Even as a man, how you just gonna even disagree to it and be like, okay, this is what I want. Okay, yeah, I'm with that. I'm behind you, baby. Is that what we doing? I mean, we could, but he gonna have to live with this. But like I say, then again, maybe I'm the one blown out of proportion. Maybe I'm the one doing too much. But we gonna see. We gonna see. Maybe it's just a fucking picture. And that's the game. That's the game most want to play. That's how it always starts. It's just this. They always just bring it down to just something so simple to where you just feel, okay, yeah, you right. It's kind of like when somebody fucking with you, but they just start off with one little joke or one little thump to your forehead, and you be like, okay, ah man, I'm just playing. Next thing you know, they smacking you. But that's what we come to. We come to situations like this to where we have to discuss it and see, like, okay, is it a battle? Is it a emasculation type of thing? They want you to ignore. They want you to not look at it. They want you to say, oh man, that ain't nothing but a picture. Next thing you know, it's a guy, you know what I'm saying, chained up like in a Madonna video getting stepped on by a woman. In 2023, on the cover. Then what? I mean, we can reverse it to where we got it to bitches and hoes and music for the sake of women. It started out a certain way in the early stages of hip hop, and then it got bigger and bigger because no one stopped it. And it was a time to where women were just getting degraded like that. Is it still bad? Yes, it is. But just think it all starts from somewhere. But just this image is just so iffy. It's just so. I still say I want to talk about the Pusha T too, though. I'm gonna tie that all in. I ain't gonna stay with y'all too long. I'm gonna drop another poem. Like I say, you could definitely leave comment. You can leave comments. I definitely love to hear other people's opinion and take on the Vogue cover of Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. But let me switch gears real quick. About Pusha T. Because there's some questions there that need to be raised, and we're trying to see where he going with it. I mean, I know fashion is a real intricate and detailed type of thing, and high fashion can be this, and if you don't understand it, you don't understand it. I understand that. Rich shit is rich shit, and fashion is an art also. The same way that this Vogue cover is art, I understand that fashion is art. That's why I wanted to put both of these in the conversations for this episode of Poetry and Conversations, because it kind of all can coincide. But you have an artist though like Pusha T with the energy that he give off. Kilo talk, money talk, sell dope, sell this, that. I mean, y'all know what he rap about. You heard his music. Grinding. We know what Pusha T represent. And we know where he kept going with his music. Now, first of all, let me get it straight. Don't get me wrong. I understand people can change. But we know if he dropped an album or a song right now, what type of shit he'll be talking about. We know that. That kind of was one of the stigmas of his whole career, to be honest with you. He was talking about the same shit. Even though he got lyrics, he was talking about the same shit damn near every album and song. All he talked about was moving weight and hustling, which is cool. That was the lane for him. I get it. Go to his IG though. You see them pictures he put up though. What's going on with that though? I'm just asking. What's going on with that? Where's this energy coming from? Where's these what are you walking with, a dog purse or something? Like I understand. Look at me. I got on the hoodie and the hat. I understand. If it's certain things with fashion that people don't want people in my bracket to understand, and we don't understand, I get it. That's cool. Like I said, I understand this art. I just seen people wear the weirdest shit and get compliments on clothes. I just seen people wear about 5 different colors and people talking about they fresh. I don't understand that shit. And I never will, so I didn't even try to. So if that's your forte and what you into, more power to you. But I didn't think it. I swear, I didn't think it. People just splashing on colors and people just talking about dripping. Just, it's fly because it's not matching. It's fly because it's this color here, or it's a pink in there, or whatever. All this and just bright shit is considered fresh. I didn't think it. But did. Where's Pusha T headed? What is we doing? What is we doing? What do you got going on? Where's this whole rebranded energy coming from? He already left good music. He didn't already separated himself from Kanye. So I don't know if somebody got in his ear and be like, okay, you next up, doggy. Did he get that phone call? Did Pusha T get that phone call to where somebody like, okay, you next up, dog? Because he definitely went public when he said that he wasn't messing with Kanye no more. Whether that has something to do with it or not. Even though some people was already leaving and saying it, some was saying it, some won't. But Pusha T did go public and let the world know that I separated myself from him. Was that a clear path to Y'all know how this shit go. So it's just the new Pusha T. Is we about to start seeing these exotic ass outfits and this and the whole energy shift. No more cocaine talk. Not saying that we need it. But we do know that he just represented what he was on. We just got questions. I'm just watching the board right now. That's what we gotta do. Just watch the board. Just think sometime. I mean, you can take all these things like you want. You don't have to hold it to heart, of course. Because of course it's gonna be a new topic tomorrow. It's gonna be something this weekend that's gonna pop off to get us talking and get us revved up about. I understand that. That's how. I mean, all of this just play how I play. But this Vogue cover with ASAP and Rihanna, it's the imagery behind it. You can see it. These pics on Pusha T IG page that he posted. Where is he headed? And before I end this video, let people know I ain't one of them old conspiracy guys. I ain't into all that shit. I just watch the board. I watch the board. I watch the table. I watch the plays and see what I see and make my assumptions and observations as a clear thinker. And when I say clear, I just try to look at the different angles. But we have questions to ask. But y'all deal with that though. I thank you for tuning in. I was gonna take up a half an hour at a time. That's all I wanted. Just want to talk about A$AP Rocky and Rihanna with the Vogue cover, and Pusha T with the pictures that he got on his page. And like I say, this being a hip hop head, this is part of the culture. So like I say on my page, I do a lot of poetry. But sometimes I come on. I ain't gonna say sometimes. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm coming on here at 6 o'clock. Poetry and conversation. That's what we doing. Let's rock it out. But I thank y'all for tuning in though. Share the video to make the channel grow. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave y'all with with y'all favorite poem. Never be afraid to dream. Dig this. Listen to me. Hold on. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. I got to. As a kid, I spent a lot of time alone. Just me and my imagination. But you see, as I grew older and met more people, you see, I slowly started thinking with limitations. See, just because they tried, failed, didn't excel, that don't mean you shouldn't dream, settle for simple things, or grow old with the same story to tell. See, as a man, you gotta work. Sometimes get down in the dirt. Have tough skin, opinions hurt, but most importantly, keep God first. And stop thinking in reverse. See, that's why the past is the past. See, that's why legs move forward, not backwards. See, everything's temporary, none lasts. But you can't be afraid to dream. Gotta think outside the box. Know your worth, never settle for what you believe. Realize what that means and it is to never stop. Cause see, we all here for a reason. Everybody is the author of their own truth. But you see, what's more important is the lies and distortion and some being something to the youth. See, you can be who you want. Time, place, position. Just keep your eye on the journey and don't forget the mission. Pay attention to your vision, even if it gets blurry. You'll get your credit in the end. Just keep in mind that this is your story. So never be afraid to dream. Just don't stop while the world is moving. Baby steps. Long as you ain't where you were yesterday, ain't nobody losing. You improving. See, this is a movement. See, you the Malcolm and the Martin. And anytime you about to stop, just keep in mind why you started. So never be afraid to dream. Around the corner is your breakthrough. Never be afraid to dream. Watch where God and self-confidence takes you. Never be afraid to dream. Raptalk. You thought I was all erotic poetry, didn't you? Didn't you? Didn't you? Get with y'all in a minute.